Hello! Instead of stopping by 5 different classes today, I created a video and asked Miss Frelke to show it. Thank you so much, Miss Frelke, for showing this to all of your classes today. The Rib Lake School District hopes to offer a Washington, D.C. trip, which is what this video is about. Because we haven't been able to offer the trip in the past few years because of COVID, and because the cost of travel has increased, we're hoping to offer the opportunity to more students. And as usual, we're going to partner with Prentice School District in hopes of reaching the minimum number of 30 students to go. The bus is taken to Washington, D.C., and I will go over an itinerary for that in a second. The trip is half of an elective credit for high school credit and does include 5 periods or 5 hours outside of the school day that students will take classes, and then also a Saturday trip to the high grounds. Overall, looking at the itinerary, the trip starts on June 11th this year. It is a Sunday. Basically, you're hopping on the bus. We're pulling out at 9 o'clock a.m. And we're just going the whole day through, basically. Wear comfy clothes because on day 2, Monday, June 12th, we're going to be at Gettysburg. So that's a big jaunt, but it'll pay off because we're getting a lot of stuff in when you guys get to Washington, D.C. Gettysburg, you're going to go through a New Birth of Freedom tour. You're going to do a pre-ordered lunch there, Gettysburg Cafe. You have the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. There's a theater and planetarium at the IMAX. And then that night you are going to stay at a Holiday Inn. If I scroll down to the bottom of the itinerary, and you guys should have this, prices are dependent on how many students, oopsie, sorry about that, you are going to stay with in your room. So if you're staying with only 3 students in your room, it would be $1,105. If you're staying with 4 students in a room, it would be $1,075. Okay, so you would be staying at Holiday Inn there on Monday night. Tuesday morning, right away, day 3, you're eating continental breakfast. You're going to go to Mount Vernon and look at the National Archives, eating lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe, and we're going to look at the National Cathedral. We're also squeezing in the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, the Pentagon Memorial, the Wharf District on the Potomac River, which has a little bit of restaurants, dinner, shopping, things like that. And then a Capitol River cruise on the Potomac, which is kind of a cool thing. I don't think we've done that one before. Day 4 is Wednesday, June 14th. We're going to do the Continental Breakfast again, tour of the United States Capitol. You are going to look at Arlington National Cemetery, Ford Theater and the Peterson House, Metro Subway, dinner at Dave & Buster's, and you do get a card with chips already on it. And then spend the night again at a hotel. Day 5, we are going to start going home. I think I might have said that wrong. You are going to sleep on the motor coach there, sorry, on that day 4, that night of day 4, and then continue traveling home on that day 5. Overall, hotel for 2 nights, admission and attractions that are bold listed above will be on there. Meals included, 2 continental breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners, as well as the motor coach. The additional money that you would need would be basically spending money, souvenirs, things like that. There is optional travel insurance. It does not include driver's gratuity, so you tip the driver typically. And then, yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Right now, basically what we want to do is get an idea of how many students would be interested and are fairly certain that they would go on this. If you can commit to that financially and paying those amounts based on if you're a triple or a quad by May 15th. That's when final payments need to be. That's what we need to know now. We need to figure out, do we have enough students that we can book this? If you do feel like you are going to go, you'll just write your name, the dates, and then have your parent sign to just verify, yep, we are going to make this work financially. We can do this, and then I will be sure to count you in. If you have any questions, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, guys.